Quốc ơi!
Whoa!
We got a present.
What is it?
It looks like a microphone.
Wow.
Should we open it?
Let's open it.
Okay. Ok, hôm nay chúng mình muốn chia sẻ một review về cái micro này để giúp các bạn học từ vựng về công nghệ. Rồi, chúng ta bắt đầu nhé. Okay, so this is the Maono PD100X, I believe, is what they sent us. So we're going to crack it open. We haven't actually seen what this looks like. Oh yeah, model number PD100X. Sweet. So we're going to crack it open and see what this thing looks like. So far the packaging feels nice, feels solid, nice and smooth. So here we have some instructions. Connect the microphone to computers. So you've got different kinds of plugins. Let's see here. We got our instruction booklet, our user manual. Let's get to the good stuff. This feels nice and hefty, nice and weighty. And it looks like we've got cord that will last us forever. If I can get that out. There we go. Sweet. So it looks like this comes with a desk stand. So we're going to be able to screw the mic onto there. We've got a cable that runs from USB-C to USB, which is rad. It also looks like it's got an adapter on there, which is cool. Nice. Now this is the mic. Ooh, look at that. It's got this nice fun windscreen on it, nice and poofy. You got the arm to attach to this guy. Sweet. Got some buttons. Overall, it feels pretty good so far. It feels a little plasticky through here, like kind of a little bit cheaper plastic. But this right here is a solid metal. It feels really good. Yeah, we got XLR input, USB-C input, headphone jack, and I guess that's lighting. We'll test that out just in a second here. But yeah, so far feels good. We're gonna do some tests now and let you know how it goes. Okay, so we just spent all of that time playing around with this microphone to see kind of how it works and what we like and what we don't like. There are a few things that we would like to say. First, what is our favorite part of this mic?
Oh, definitely this right here.
This little light.
This pretty cool.
RGB light is so rad. Like, check this out. You press a button,
Ooh.
It goes to a solid color. Press it again, it goes to another one, another one, another one, another one. And you can even turn it off. But we like the little rainbow spirally one. That one's cool. So that is really cool. One of the things you probably just noticed while we were touching this mic is that if you touch it at all, you're going to hear it. That's one of the downsides. I mean, that goes for
standard for most mics.
For most mics, if you're going to touch it, it's going to sound weird, especially because it's a condenser mic. They're a lot more sensitive. If you had a dynamic mic, it would be a little bit different, but this is not dynamic, it's condenser. So it's a little more sensitive, a little more touchy. So you got to be careful about that. Then the next thing, what's cool about this, when we were opening the box, we talked about these USB inputs, the USB-C, and that's really nice because a lot of computers now are switching over to just USB-C imports, but this gives you the option for both USB-C and USB, which is really nice if you're trying to switch between them for your computers. It also has the XLR input, this big hole with the 3 prongs. That is for if you're trying to plug it into an audio interface, which is great. I think that's awesome because if you're trying to record music, it's a lot better to be able to plug it in to an interface that has a lot of inputs because then you can record multiple tracks at the same time. What else? Do you have any thoughts?
Do you want to give them a little look at what it looks like without the windshield on it?
Without the windscreen. This might hurt your ears, but we're just going to go for it. So this is what it looks like with this windscreen removed. The windscreen is just to kind of block wind from hitting it, kind of like this. But when you got that on, it keeps it from picking up that wind sound. But it's really cool. It's got this metal grate around it, and then you've got the actual microphone inside of it. So there is protection around the microphone to keep it safe. If you were to drop it, hopefully you don't, but it happens.
Another thing that I really like about it is that it's pretty cheap. You're going to get some pretty decent sound quality for not that much money. You can spend a lot of money on these things, and if you're just starting out like us, then this is like a really good way to get some really good audio. Traditionally, we've just used my phone for audio because you can hold it like this and it just sounds like you're talking on the phone. It's pretty clear, but it's definitely not anywhere near as good as something like this, so I like that as well.
One of the really nice things about a microphone like this is that you have this headphone monitoring ability, so I can hear what we're recording, whereas with recording on his phone, we don't have a way to listen to it while we're recording, so if it sounds bad, we don't know until after we've recorded, and that can be a bummer sometimes.
Yeah.
That actually happened while we were recording earlier, just barely. When we were opening the box, that audio was not good, and we didn't know until after, so that's kind of how it goes.
Hopefully this audio is a lot better than that audio was.
It should be. It definitely should be. One of the things that I don't like about this mic, and the reason we're saying this as honestly as possible, is because this company reached out to us and sent us this mic and told us to give an honest review. So we're saying exactly what we feel about it. So we weren't paid to do this. They just sent us the mic to try it out. So one of the things that I do not like about this mic is how you adjust your input gain and your headphone volume. It's all in one button, and the only way to know which setting you're adjusting is based on this little light bar right here. So if right now, I think we're on blue, and I don't know what blue means.
Blue is the one for the playback, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it the headphone? Let's
Yeah.
see. So we got the user manual here to figure out what it is.
Really detailed instructions.
The instructions are really good, I will say. They're super clear, super helpful. But yeah, so you've got these little things. You probably can't see it super well, but on here we have input gain and then headphone volume. Headphone volume is blue, so that's what it is right now. So I can turn that thing and it'll work, and it'll turn up what I'm hearing. Versus input gain, you press the button and then you turn it up, and that'll adjust how loud it's recording, which is great. The only thing is when you touch that button, it sounds very obvious. Like, you will hear that for sure. But that's okay. That's kind of how it goes. I will also say, like, this bass, the bass of this mic feels really nice. Like I said before, it's solid metal. It feels great. This body and this button, they feel kind of plasticky and not very high quality. Like, it feels cheap.
I would say so too.
Yeah.
But it's stable.
It is stable. It's pretty solid. And then the last thing on here, which is pretty fun, is this mute button. But yeah, it's fun because it's not actually a button. It's just like a touch sensor. So it feels really satisfying to press it.
It is really satisfying.
Any final thoughts on this mic?
No, you're the pro. I think this guy knows what he's talking about, so I'd take his advice. We would recommend this to someone who is looking for a lower cost option. It's nice the way it's set up right now. Ideally, we'd have 2 of these, and it would make it a lot easier to film all of our videos on it. But this is pretty good. It's a lot better than just filming or just using your phone, or way better than using the camera. So,
if you're interested in this mic, you can go check it out. There will be a link in our description. We don't make any money off of this. It's just a review. These are our thoughts, and hopefully you learned some new vocab. One other thing about this product is it comes with an app that you can download and make some adjustments on it, but when we tried to connect it, it didn't work. So we don't know what's up with that. We don't know if it's just our setup, our computer. We're not sure. So that is something that maybe will work for you, maybe won't work for you. That's up for you to find out if you buy a mic.
Yeah. Well, nice to see you guys again. It's been a little while.
Yeah. We love you. Bye bye nha.
Bye bye.